Hey everyone, welcome back to the Soundbyte. My name is Andrew, and today we're going to be jumping back into some Band-Maid again. Really loving this whole journey, discovering this band for the first time. Thanks to everyone who's been suggesting this band and making suggestions on what songs to check out. So I've got another suggestion here. This one's been suggested by a Boob Spirit who wanted me to check out this official live video for the song Freedom from Band-Maid. So I'm definitely doing a lot more of the sort of live videos. So I'm loving the sort of performance and the theatrical side of the band and stuff. So obviously it goes hand in hand with the music, but yeah, it's been fantastic to sort of discover this band for the first time. It's not really something that I've been able to do for quite a while, to sort of discover a band and kind of really get into them, you know. So I'm just been thoroughly impressed by not just like the performance and the music, but like just the sheer talent that this band has. It's just something that I just never really knew about them. You know, like I said before, I've heard of the band before, like through the name or something like that, and I just had sort of preconceptions or whatever of what I thought the band was, and I was totally completely wrong. So, which I'm kind of glad I am, because there's nothing sort of really more satisfying in discovering a band and is even better than you thought they were, you know what I mean? So anyway, let's get into this. This is Band-Maid Freedom official live video. I should quickly pause it here as well. I do apologize for only saying that I thought there was only one guitarist in the band, so I really do apologize for that. I basically got my ass handed to me, so to speak, by all the people that were commenting, saying, "How can you have not seen the second guitar player and all this kind of stuff?" I really am sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I just was completely clueless. I was just kind of just maybe I was just sort of like really trying to focus on the music, and I wasn't really watching the band as much as I thought I was. So I don't know why I just didn't notice a second guitar player. Maybe it's the costumes, and to me they were kind of still blending in together or something. I'm not really sure. I mean, it would have been really impressive if it was just the one guitar player, but it makes sense now that there was actually a second guitar player, because I was thinking, how are they doing all that stuff with one guitar player, you know? So so I do apologize for that, and look, feel free to call me out on anything that I make wrong, because I have to learn, you know, I have to know this stuff, you know. I don't want to be sort of going through this whole thing thinking one thing and it turns out to be completely untrue. So so I'm glad that everyone's called me out on that. So I will try to pay more attention to what's going on the video in the future. But speaking of the guitars, like that guitar looks really impressive. That steel looking guitar. Either she's really small or that face is really big. I can't remember if I've seen her sing before. So I guess they do a lot of shared vocals and stuff in the band. just pause it right there because it's not a super long song, like 4.5 minutes. Yeah, that guitar that I mentioned before, the steel looking one, it actually reminds me of if for those who know Dire Straits, there's the album Brothers in Arms is like the guitar on the front. There's a name for that guitar. I forget what it's called now. I feel free for anyone to let me know what that guitar is. It's kind of iconic and very famous, and kind of Dire Straits was sort of known for that. Mark Knopfler obviously used that guitar, but that sort of looks like sort of similar to that guitar. At least the sort of the face of it anyway. And that's kind of probably why I was sort of drawn to it. But anyway, so far so good with the actual song itself. Nothing too crazy so far. It kind of seems like sort of middle of the ground kind of stuff. I guess they're gonna sort of work their way into it because every time I always think, okay, this is sort of like it's not bad of a song, and then it kind of goes into this other direction, and it's like, holy crap, like what the hell's going on here, So I'm kind of waiting for that anticipation a little bit, So but yeah, it's interesting to watch the band as well, like to see how at ease they are with what they do on stage. Because sometimes you see performers and they kind of are so focused on the instrument, or they kind of they don't sort of engage with the crowd much, you know what I mean? And it's great to see the band sort of be, present there, in front of the crowd, and kind of really not sort of worry too much about other things. I guess they're kind of at that point with their instruments that they don't need to really sort of worry too much about it. They kind of know what they're doing, it becomes second nature, which is really cool. And obviously, again, just showcases the talent that they have in the band. Okay, seems like I just paused it right at the right moment because now we're doing the drum solo. I do like the drums. It's also good to see like they're just clearly having so much fun as well, like there's just all smiles on their face, and they're like, having a kind of like a sort of non-emotional look on their face. Yeah, like I said, like I do appreciate the drums more than anything else, as far as like music is concerned. It's one of those things that I kind of listen to first and foremost. And the drummer in this band is just an amazing, talented musician. It's amazing. Granted, it was only a short little bit, but it kind of just showcases some of the stuff that she can do. What I also really like about the drums here is that it has a very natural sort of sound. There are some drums that kind of have a very processed sound, or they kind of use too much triggers or this kind of stuff. And look, and that works for certain styles of music, especially in metal and things like that. But for here, like, and it is predominantly a kind of a more of a rock thing, I guess, where the drums are kind of more, natural sounding. And I do, in all honesty, prefer that sound because there's something about that sort of that kick and stuff. I just don't feel like it should be sort of layered with other things. Like, just have that natural sound and, just mic it up properly and it'll come through, And yeah, her drum sound's amazing. Like that kick drum, I love a good kick drum sound, There's some amazing drummers out there who a lot of it is not just their talent, but just their sound, and their sound is really kind of what draws people in. So it's really cool to see that it's not like a really sort of ultra processed sort of sound. Like it's just a natural sort of sound, and it's really cool to see a band do that, kind of stay much more organic, I guess you could say. The bass is coming really clear as well. Coming through really clear, I should say. There we go. Band-Maid Freedom, the live performance there, and yeah, thoroughly impressed. They're a great band. Sounds crystal clear as well. It's a great performance. One thing I do want to mention as well is they look really young here, and I don't know how long they've been around. Someone mentioned that they've been around for like, was it 10 years or something like that, or am I thinking of something else? I don't know, but if that is the case, if they've been around for that long, how young were they when they first started? Because they look really young here. So I'm just, assuming that maybe they started out when they were teenagers or something, or just kids. Let me know the sort of story behind like how they started. Because like obviously like with the warning, which is how I discovered Band-Maid here. They obviously started out when they were kids, hence why they, are still very young, now. So, and they've been around for about 10 years or something like that, I think. So, maybe that's where I got the 10-year thing from for Band-Aid, Band-Maid. But yeah, let me know when they started, and I'm sure someone's mentioned it, and I just maybe forgotten about it. But anyway, that's another cool video. Thank you to this. I think it's Bob Spirit that suggested that one a while back to check out. I think there was some mention of some drum performance, whatever. I can see what you mean now. The sort of little drum solo there. Really good. I love the sort of like bits of pieces like that where they kind of showcase individual members where they can sort of, have their sort of like 2 seconds of sort, sort of have the spotlight sort of put on them, so it's really cool to see that. And again, just kind of showcases the talent that this band has. It's really cool, but it's not just a thing to just have a talent for playing your instrument really, really well. You have to have a talent to write good music, and luckily the band made they do have musical chops as far as like their writing skills and stuff. So they know how to write catchy stuff. Yeah, like it's been mentioned before, like they don't really get pigeonholed into sort of one genre. There's sort of like a lot of different things happening as well. So which I really appreciate that, because I don't like listening to just one style of music. So, and every once in a while, I come across a band who kind of like strays and does different things, not just from like, era to era or from album to album, but sometimes from song to song, sometimes within a song as well, and that's, I guess more a progressive sort of element. I know people have been saying you can't really sort of like put them into a genre, but if you had to, I guess progressive might sort of make a bit more sense considering like the sort of vast sort of variety of their music. So anyway, there you go. Band-Maid Freedom official live video. Thanks for tuning in as always. Please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you to those who have subscribed. It really has been helping the channel a lot, so it's been great to see. Thank you very much for all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.